let me clarify something. I said something to those security guards. I think it may have been recorded. It may not. When I record, it's just spitting. It's just complete spitting. And I apologize if I offended anybody. I really didn't want to offend anybody. When I made the comment, when I said Mexicans need to respect the architect, this is the thing. I grew up in Georgia. There were not. There were so few Mexicans in Georgia when I got there. And let me explain something also. I deal with the same fucked up elitism with my Ethiopian brethren. It's the men. I don't deal with it with the women. Ishmael accepts me, but it took a hell of a lot of work. My brothers don't accept me. But my wife accept me. As Ethiopian, and but long story short, a lot of the elitism that you immigrants bring over is so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Private property. Don't the bodies in the cemetery have a say? Don't the bodies in the cemetery have a say? I can tell you guys are not even in connection with your own culture. This is to the security guards at Calvary. Because the last place I would expect something like that to come from is a Mexican. Y'all boys dumb as spiritually just... Y'all ain't functioning right. Joe Biden. You got all these fucked up young people around here because all the churches closed. These boys are dumb as fuck. They don't know nothing about God. Chasing people off cemeteries talking about private property. Joe Biden, fix this shit. Fix this shit. Fix all these dumbass kids that don't know how to respect an adult. Now let me go back to that Mexican thing. An Ethiopian. A lot of times y'all come over here with this thing because y'all watch TV. Well, now it's the internet, so it's a little different, but it's a little worse all at the same damn time because a person's view on the internet is it's tunnel vision. It's very aligned, so you can't really see everything that's going on around you. You may say the same thing about me with all this spying and whatnot that I'm going through, and the fact that there's a lot of things I didn't know about that are common on the internet, like channeling. Like that's how a lot of people communicate. That's how these organ donors are communicating to nab us up off the street. They don't use cell phones in the same way that common people do. Pineal gland communication. That's what's going on. And I hope them security guard, that outburst, I hope that don't keep me from coming inside Satu house. Please, I'm so sorry. If I had too much of an attitude. Channel us. We want you to know that you're safe. You just need to quit using the F word. I know it's hard for you, but this is California, and people are so sensitive. The tone of your voice makes some people just want to go and curl up in a fetal position, my nigga. So just learn to be more gentle and finish her discussion about the elitism and how I cast you out of my neighborhood. I never had you over to eat. I never to your face acknowledged you as my daughter Muna Ahmed's husband. I interfered with the reunion of you and my adoptive daughter, Sartu Osman. I turned a blind eye to the exploits of my son Riyadh that mirror his father Ishmael's. Thaka, you may post this after you leave Wilshire Western. You may continue the video, but know that I wanted the confession buried in something that was very public, but so distracting that we can have some other things to talk about so that we don't lose track of the fact that we want to keep our family together. Ishmael too forgives you for for date raping Muna Moon, in our opinion. I didn't date rape her. Ever. Like, I wish y'all talked to me about that. This was the thing. I was at a party. She would let me channel Thaka, my higher self. Ishmael, Hayat, Riyadh, Nasser. I am guilty of having sex with Muna at Michael Kabetti's house when she was 17 years old, according to everything I've been told. Muna Ahmed told me the same thing. She told me that we were in the living room playing. This was approximately 2010? 2011. It was a wedding shower, and we were interacting. Muna Ahmed Kelly is in the building. I would like to speak up for my husband. Understand, Thaka, you were in Erica's abusive hypnosis. You didn't completely know where you were. And there were so many things you had to do to suppress yourself to live with her, you forget where you were at the time. You have since healed. Now, we were playing in the hallway in the common area between the kitchen, connecting the dining room and living areas. And from there, we continued playing. We were talking. It was physical. We're playing knife finger game. Dot, 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 dot. I remember that. Wow. We were playing all night long. And eventually, I slapped you. And you always have had this rule with everyone. If you hit me, I hit you back. So, after I hit you on the top of the back of your head, you thrust out your right hand, grabbed the back of my head, and massaged the back of my scalp. Your hand came at a speed that I thought you were going to punch me in my face. And then you massaged my scalp. My clitoris for the very first time in adult adolescence grew to a point to where it was the size of my pinky finger and I couldn't keep my legs closed. I was distracted by all the energy at the party, and you made eyes with Michael Kabetti, son Malaku. He pointed up and said, "There's a bedroom." That was inaccurate. He said, I said, "Go upstairs, there might be a bedroom." Innocently, we walked upstairs just so we could have some more fun, playing hand games, high contact, high tactility games. And at a certain point of arousal, you started to talk to me about the fact that you were married And you shouldn't have sex with me. Not only am I 17, but I'm also not your wife. So we can't do this, my nigga. And your exact words from your higher self. So listen to me. When you had sex with me, it was under compulsion. I know how to seduce a man. Just like Sartuzi. It's no different. You're really gonna enjoy Sartuzi just like me. Indefinitely. That's why we were married. We never had to get formally married. Because you had sex with me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was a mistake. It's a simple fact that you had sex with me. This is Ethiopian rules, my nigga. Now you understand it. You simply couldn't remember me after Matt Field brainwashed you. That was it. So understand, we will explain the rest of the story to the city so they do not kill us in fear. Muna, would you like to finish your story about what happened? Okay, Muna is completing her story. Malaku pointed upstairs and said that there may be a bedroom available. And I know Malaku channeled you. And since you're not aware of the actions your avatar takes after you're channeled, you're aware of the actions, you're not aware of where the directions are coming from. That's the issue. You do not black out. There are changes in the way your brain processes the information that make it difficult for you to remember. So, when we reached the bedroom, we just sat down and talked. I told you about what I plan to do after high school. I also told you I wanted to start a career as a dentist. I also told you that I wanted to learn more about God, G-O-D, and I also told you I want to start a family. I told you I told you I wanted to start a family. You told me if I was free, I would start a family with you happily. I never forgot that, and you're just my husband-to-be, as in cohabitively. But in Ethiopia, when you have sex with a girl, she's your wife. When you have sex with a woman, she's your wife. So our rules of operation are very different than those in America. Now, Muna, you want to keep going? What was it? Muna, do you want me to continue the story? Okay, we got some interference from family members that don't really like Muna to tell these stories, but we got to tell a story, y'all. This is Muna. So, we're sitting in the bedroom, and I have my shirt on, and I have my pants on. You have your shirt and your pants on. So we're just talking and chilling. The only thing that happened was everybody left the house. Wow. That's what happened. As everyone left the house, we were upstairs in the bedroom, not thinking. I was not thinking about unbuttoning my blouse. You were in a comfort zone that you had never been in your life because you had never been comfortable in the presence of a sexually mature woman before. Muna Ahmed Kelly was the first woman that you were sexually comfortable with. And now I present to you my cousin, Sartu. Don't pay attention to what people say about you. Just keep doing the things the way we teach you to. From home. This is Hia. Okay. Muna continues. So everyone went outside, and we're loosely interacting. There's a television. There's a video game console. There's something to read. You play video games. It was a first-person shooter, and you changed it to a driving game, as usual. Next thing you know, I got boreder than a motherfucker. So I started pestering you to wrestle. You said no. I kept pestering you. I just kept pestering you. Just like that. That type of feeling. And you were uncomfortable leaving the room without me because, as you told me, you were told by Willie that if you're isolated with a woman, she'll accuse you of rape. So you had to stay with me to make sure that you were safe from accusation. It's not a safe video. Stop it.